Chapter 11. The Earth Rebels. In 1987, Evans built the second Red Coast base and sent new messages to the Trisolaran world, along with large amounts of information about human society. This marked the beginning of cooperation between Trisolaris and the Earth Trisolaris Organization ETO. The Trisolarans provided ETO with advanced technology, while ETO's single mission was simple: block the progress of Earth's science and technology. The methods they used were familiar and usually fell into a few categories: using movements like environmentalism to stir distrust of science and slow down progress, sabotaging major scientific projects, assassinating key scientists, and suppressing new discoveries, creating strange, unexplainable phenomena to disturb researchers' minds and discourage their work. As ETO grew, it split into three factions: the Adventists, the Redemptionists, and the Survivors. The Adventists, like Wenji at first, wanted the Trisolarans to come to Earth, take over humanity, and raise human civilization to a higher moral level, building a better world together. But Evans himself had a deeply anti-human mindset. He hated humanity and secretly wanted the Trisolarans to wipe out people entirely, then live peacefully on Earth alongside other species. He hid this true belief from Wenji, but under his influence, the Adventist faction eventually turned just as extreme as him. The Redemptionists were different. They felt pity for the tragic situation of the Trisolaran world and developed almost a religious devotion toward them. They hoped the two civilizations could coexist, even dreaming of solving the Trisolaran crisis, so that they would not need to invade the solar system. If the Redemptionists succeeded, the Adventists' plan to destroy humanity would collapse. This made the two factions bitter enemies at their core. The Survivors were the weakest faction. They were made up of low-ranking members who had no real beliefs. Their only goal was to serve the Trisolarans in exchange for better treatment after Earth's takeover. To put it simply, the early Adventists were like public intellectuals. Later, Adventists turned into anti-nationals. The Redemptionists were idealistic humanitarians, and the Survivors were just collaborators. Since Evans founded ETO and controlled the second Red Coast base, the Adventists held the most power in the early years. Their communication with Trisolaris was originally through radio signals, but once the Sophons arrived on Earth in 2005, radio contact ended and was replaced by real-time communication through sophons. Most of the records and data of this communication were kept tightly in the hands of the Adventists. Later, the Redemptionists grew stronger, especially through recruiting people with the Trisolaran video game, and soon clashed with the Adventists. As for the Survivors, they just drifted along without much influence.